Hey everyone, it's Maribel Blue with a new Pathetically Unfiltered. If you are new here, welcome to this channel. I do news and reactions to those news, and if you are not new, well then welcome back. Today is going to be a little bit entertaining. I'm going to go through some TikTok videos and we're going to talk about all of the craziness that is uploaded on TikTok, whether it's drama or not drama. The first video, we are going to talk about what a funeral director gave to a family after the family had requested for their son's or belonging. I believe it was the son. So we're going to go ahead and play this crazy video. I'm trying not to laugh, but I laugh because I can't believe, maybe that's just my reaction to the craziness where people just don't think. But anyway, let's get started with this video.
And not a bag of clothing. Anita.
27-year-old Alexander Pignon passed away on May 19th of this year. His family asked me not to report the cause or manner of death. They are struggling with their loss and with their experience at the Lima Family Erickson Memorial Chapel on Willow Street in San Jose.
They wanted to do what's right for their son, and they wanted to have a dignified farewell for him.
Sam Rahabis filed a lawsuit for the family that says they agreed to pay Lima more than $10,000 for a full-service memorial tribute package. They also wanted to give nicer clothes for Alex to wear during the burial service and asked the funeral director to return what he was wearing at the time of death. The lawsuit says Anita Singh handed Alex's father a bag. He went home to put it straight into the laundry and out tumbled brain material into the washing machine.
To them at that point, they had no idea that it was their son's brain that was in the washing machine. They didn't know if it was mixed up with somebody else's brain, whether it was their son's. They had not a single idea.
Alex's father scooped out the brain, put it back in the bag, and returned it to Anita Singh at the funeral home.
Miss Singh.
Now, let me just, oh Lord, I cannot imagine getting the items back that someone I knew and loved returned with extra things that should have not been accompanied with the clothing. Let's continue, because you think this is it. It gets worse after this.
He took the bag back from him, never disclosed whose brain it was, never gave information, no apologies, and said, I'll take that from here.
The next day, Alex was buried at Oak Hill Memorial Cemetery. Weeks later, the lawsuit says, a whistleblower who works at the funeral home came forward to confirm it was Alex's brain in that bag, and that after the mix-up, funeral director Anita Singh placed it in a box and left it outside in the funeral home's courtyard for 2.5 months. Finally, an employee spotted the box with the bag inside and became overwhelmed with the smell of a rotting human brain. The Lima Family Funeral Home referred me to its owner, Service Corporation International, or SCI, the largest funeral service company in North America. SCI spokesperson Christopher James sent me an email. Due to active litigation, we won't be commenting on this matter.
No, of
My
course
next
not.
stop was the Lima Family Chapel looking for the funeral director.
An office manager told me Anita Singh did work here, but she left for good 2 weeks ago.
I scheduled an interview with Alex Pignon's parents, but they were too emotional and decided they couldn't talk about their ordeal just yet. In the meantime, their lawsuit moves forward, and their lawyers are negotiating a plan to reunite Alex's brain with the rest of him, already buried at Oak Hill.
We don't know.
The disrespect for a human corpse, the disrespect that his brain was sitting out in a box for 2 months outside the funeral home. Dude was already buried. They had service and cried and everything. Meanwhile, he was buried with no brain. Okay, fine. You know what? He can't do anything with it because he's not here in a physical form. But the point is, how could the body I don't even have the words, to be honest with you. I do not have the words to understand how somebody who worked at this funeral parlor, which it seems to be like a corporation of some sort. I wonder if they are, what do you call that? Like a franchise? Like if you wanted to open up your own funeral parlor. That's what these people sound like. And when you have shit like that, for me, I feel like if this is a corporation, they're not going to really care about your family members who have passed away, and that you're going to have a wake and a funeral with respect and integrity. That's just my own personal thought.
The extent of how much suffering they're going to go through for the remainder of their life, but I can tell you it's something that they're never going to forget. It's something they're going to have to live with forever.
I can't even understand that. And this comment has me cracking up over here. I don't know if you can see it, but it says a woman holding a phone and it says jail. This is so sketchy. Why were they removing their brain? That's not an accident. Why was she handling his brains? That's not normal. They're selling parts and got it mixed. See, now these comments start to make sense. When you start to read comments like that, you have to wonder, why did they take out his brain? Was it being donated to science? I mean, because people do that, but was the family aware? Or is the funeral parlor, AKA corporation, doing shit behind people's backs? You see, I have to stop. See, now this is some messed up shit. It just makes me wonder what that funeral parlor is doing. And it's not that just it was his brain, it was other matter as well. The disrespect. Moving on. So this next video that I'm going to play, also another disturbing video. Apparently this woman sells at like a flea market, kind of like pop-up shops where everybody's sharing a space and they have all of their individual items on a table. This woman has a very unusual business. There are some people who just have no fucking shame at all. None whatsoever. They're like, yeah, I came up with this great idea and I'm going to go to the market and I'm going to sell it. And I know that people are going to buy it because my idea is just actually great. So let's go ahead and look at this video.
Imagine it being 2025 and you are selling things at a market called plantation chillins as a white person. You haven't heard of plantation chillins? Well, let me give you the tea on that. Plantation chillins, handcrafted by Barbara Vickers, Historic Market, Charleston, South Carolina. The legend of the plantation chillin. There is a legend that plantation chillins come from Char Bar Plantation located on an island close to Charleston, South Carolina. A true plantation chillin is loving and a joy to its owner. Each is always faithful and obedient to its master's voice. The only problem ever discovered that a chillin has is that baby sometimes cries. You can help it when it does. Just turn it around and it will stop. I'm assuming that's what it says behind her thumb. I don't know. Bitch, are you fucking crazy? Are you insane? Are you out your rabbit ass mind? And the thing about it is, I'm about to show y'all the video, but I'm just flabbergasted. And if that is not Barbara Vickers, you are going to get the same heat, smoke, and all that comes with it. Just like Barbara Vickers, because you are just as complicit to your stupidity and your racism and all of the above.
Oh my God.
Pictures, please. Pictures.
Okay. All right.
I said no.
Fine. Then no pictures. We'll be back.
See ya.
It's crazy to me how she was trying to hide the dolls. Like you were trying to literally put down the dolls so that the person videoing can't see them anymore. No, stand in your racism. Bitch, stand in your fucking racism so we know who the fuck you are. Barbara Vickers, you are definitely getting your shine on my page. I'm definitely letting you know that now. I cannot believe that shit. And then the doll with the hair. Trump done unleashed all the fucking idiots of the world. Like literally gave all the idiots and racists of the world a voice, and it's just getting on my fucking nerves now.
What the actual fuck? What is wrong with people? I just want to understand, what the fuck is wrong with people? Where in their mind they turn around and say, this is okay. This is completely normal. And then get mad. And if you go back to the video, if you go back a little bit, let me see if I could. She has a whole collection of dolls. It's not just those two. It's a whole collection she has and she is selling and okay with it. The whole description and everything. The stupidity of some people, of these people, to think that this type of behavior, this is the problem here. This is what we've come to quote unquote normalize. It is not normal behavior. Hatred is not normal behavior. You know, when I was growing up, I remember as a little girl talking to my mom about something or it was about something, but it related to someone. And I said, I hate them. And my mom told me, don't you ever use those words again. When you hate someone, you are wishing them dead. And that really scared me. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't realize that hate was on that level, that when you hate somebody, that's what you're wishing for. And that's what these people are promoting every day, these racist people. They're not just racist, hateful people. They are hateful people who believe that their skin color makes them superior to everyone else. Now, we're going to talk about another person who used blackface and talked about going out into the world and the experiences that she had doing it.
You have to turn yourself into the ultimate warrior princess of Wakanda.
Don't scare me like that, colonizer.
While we thought we could get through another Halloween without anyone doing blackface, we have to talk about this one. After watching that, if you're thinking, it's not that deep, no one cares, you've already fallen for one of two traps in that video. Because the power of stereotypes isn't that they're always overt, it's that they don't have to be. She starts out by framing this monologue as if she's going to give helpful advice to black women.
You must wake up with that mindset, okay? Like white girls have to manifest things, you have to manifest too.
But it's really a mock tutorial that 1. Reduces black women to fighters in spectacles.
Just you people fight every day.
2. Portrays women as animalistic, hyper-aggressive, and responsible for their own oppression.
By the way, half the struggles that black women think they face, it's of their own fucking doing. Running around in nails like this, running around in earrings like this, you people—
3. Fetishizes black women's bodies.
Black women fight, they're always naked. And I don't know if they're trying to intimidate their partner by their glorious body, or if they are just a victim to their clothing choices.
And 4. Equates femininity and adornment with moral and physical failure.
Do you see warriors glammed up? You must wear earrings that are small. You must never wear weaves. Weaves can be grabbed and pulled. To any of the black females angry at me in the chat, I just gave you the best—
Now, the fake self-help tone is key. It's not about advice, it's about humiliation. Specifically for the It's Not That Deep crowd, did you know that the Sapphire stereotype emerged in the mid-20th century and was popularized by the character Sapphire Stevens on the radio and TV show Amos and Andy? And that character drew on much older caricatures of black women as loud, domineering, and emasculating from slavery, Jim Crow, and minstrel traditions. And over time, it became one of the foundations of what we now call the angry black woman trope. The function of the ABW stereotype is simple but effective. It invalidates black women's anger by framing systemic harm as personal failure. However, by calling black women
warrior princes of Wakanda,
she attempts to reference the black empowerment and Afrofuturism of Black Panther, but then uses it to mock black women's strength as aggression. She's not critiquing, she's misquoting the culture. And she didn't lose the plot because she never understood it. Because strength, something black women often need just to survive, becomes proof of aggression to her. That's classic Sapphire logic. But here's the second trap. Anytime a black woman dares to critique a video like this, even lightly, she's cast as the angry villain in someone else's script. Black women and the community as a whole shouldn't have to choose between silence about racism or punishment for naming it. Calling out blackface isn't aggression, it's self-defense. If that makes you uncomfortable, it's because you've mistaken simplicity for truth and comfort for understanding.
We have an issue in this country where, again, we're normalizing stereotypical behavior. And look, I'm the kind of person, if I know I'm going to go to a comedy show and I'm going to see someone who is Hispanic and he's going to make jokes about Latinos, the stereotypical jokes, I'm going to laugh because I could relate to them. I'm a Latina woman. And if we're talking about arroz con gandule and pollo and pernil and whatever it is, the stereotypical thing that people have about Latin people and we make jokes about it, yeah, that's us. And we're going to make jokes about it because that's who we are. But when you start doing it to hurt people, it's an entirely different story. And for this girl to don makeup and think that she can give advice to Black women and never having had the experience and never will in this lifetime of being a Black woman, either going for a job, going to the store, wherever it is. Everybody in one form or another has had the experience of going into a store and being followed because of your skin color. I have had the experience, and living in the Bronx, no less, where I have gone to stores and I have people following me. And it's like, what the fuck are you following me for? And I walk right out. There's no reason for me to continue shopping if I'm going to have a security guard following me. Whatever the situation is, I'm not going to. There's no reason why I should give a business my money if I'm walking in there and being assumed as some type of target where I'm going to steal something. I have no reason to steal anything. Therefore, I don't need to shop there. But for this lady to do what she's doing and then chastising Black women and stereotyping who they are, either from what we've seen on movies, from what we've seen on television over the years, it takes away from the women empowerment, women supporting women. We as women should always be defending and supporting one another and not going against each other. But the reality is, we do. There are women who don't like me. And you know what? I honestly don't care. I'm not thinking about them. I don't go to sleep wondering how come they don't like me. I don't care. That's the bottom line. I'm only going to care about the people who are in my life where I look out for their well-being and they look out for mine. But women like that will make me wonder, if you are constantly going against women, what else are you capable of? Now, I'm going to play her apparent apology as well.
Welcome back to the show. So last night was Halloween, as many people know. And I decided to dress up like everyone else does. You know, people are out there dressed like Satan and witches, and they're dressed like every horrible thing under the sun. Well, I decided to dress up as something, the most horrifying thing I could think of.
Obviously, bitch still did not learn and probably never will.
Which is the Black woman, which is a person who is angry and fed up that their EBT card has been declined, that their race card is no longer working in this new climate, and that they're not receiving the reparations that they think they deserve, despite the fact that they did not build this country, contrary to what they say all the time. And they are certainly not improving the country. They are actually doing everything in their power to destroy the country.
You know, I would dare this woman to say that in front of a group of Black women in the Bronx. I would dare her. I would fly to the Bronx just to see her say that. What a vile and disgusting person. And let me just say this. Nobody's afraid of anything. We know our history. We know that Black people built this country. There is no lie about that. We know that the white population is dwindling down. We know that. There are people who are in interracial relationships, who have interracial children. So for her to think we are living in a world where EBT cards are being dejected because of the Black population, girlfriend better think again, because the majority of people on EBT are not Black people. Well, I'm going to leave it at those 3 videos. Let me know your thoughts. And I'm definitely going to be putting some more of these compilations. Let me know what you would like to see. Do share video ideas with me. Tag me on TikTok or Instagram. You can find me at Maribel Blue Unfiltered. And with all that being said, always remember, be good to yourself, be good to each other. And most importantly, take care of you. Bye, everybody.